Talks breaking down again between college faculty and their employer after a final contract offer made. The College Employer Council is asking the union to vote on that offer. All right, it is not the news that many students and parents wanted to hear, but talks between unionized faculty and their employer have broken down again. And now the college employer is asking for striking staff to vote on a final contract offer, which the union says will not go through.
So why don't we have a deal? To put it bluntly, OPSU simply wouldn't agree. And we really don't understand why.
A huge outstanding issue is still faculty academic freedom, which is the ability for us to actually make decisions in the classroom. And they've literally said over their dead bodies for something that every other post-secondary system has.
Right now, it's not clear when this vote will happen. That date will be set by the Labor Relations Board. The employer is asking for teachers to suspend the strike until the vote has been counted, but the union remaining vigilant, saying they will remain on the pickets. Faculty walked off the job nearly a month ago, leaving 500,000 students out of the classroom.
My Twitter lit all night about the college strike. Just people are angry. I've got a poll going this morning asking you, okay, what should happen next now that the talks have broken off yet again? I was keeping my fingers crossed. They were going on for so long.
Yeah.
So here's the poll this morning, and the question is, what next in the strike? Faculty vote on the final offer, which the college employer wants them to. Government and the strike, or back to the table. And the results right now so far.
You have to vote for one.
Okay, vote one.
Which,
I don't know. I'm. You know what? I don't know. I would say back to the table. I'm always a believer in collective bargaining.
Sure.
And I think people can come to a solution. I have no. It boggles my mind. I'm glad I'm not a union negotiator, because it boggles my mind why you can't reach an agreement.
And it seems that people want to see legislation to end the strike.
Overwhelmingly, 61%, as you can see here, want the strike to be legislated to an end now. If we can take a look at the results, you can see that 61% saying that.
Well, the Employer Council, they said, we want to get back to the vote, but in the meantime, we want them to vote on this offer, but we also want faculty to get back to the classroom in the meantime. But that could still be 5, 10 days. We don't know what that is.
They say 8 to 10 probably, at the best. So we're going to be talking about that a little later on throughout the morning. Tammy is going to be following that story this morning.
Yeah, because the pickets are still planned to be up this morning.
People are angry, and you know what? The labor is like, you know what? Faculty, college educators, whatever, no one is really taking the students seriously. And I'm sorry, you know, they say, well, we're doing this for the students, we're doing that. No, you're not. Because if you were, they'd be back in the classroom, you'd be at the table still talking.
You know, they often don't forget about the businesses that surround themselves around these schools that maybe provide lunches and or places where kids go to eat, and all those businesses are suffering right now too. There's such an economy built around any college.
There's still a number of students still living in residence, international students, so there's people are still paying.
Yeah. And
now
what are they getting? There's families wondering, okay, we have our usual traditional Christmas plans. It's almost some plans up in the air. What's going to happen next year? I don't know.
And I walk by George Brown every day on my way home, and one of the things that I'm seeing a lot of are students also siding with a lot of the faculty members, a lot of the teachers as well. They're there picketing alongside them.
In a lot, and I've heard from a lot of teachers who are saying, we don't even want to be a part of this. So there's both sides. The students are closer to the faculty, obviously, so it's hard to tell. I think for the most part, the students I'm hearing from are, we just want to go back to class. That's it. And I think we need to take a serious look about, is this an essential service? Should teachers be allowed to go on strike?
I should note that I reached out personally to the Employer Council yesterday to ask if they would come in studio and speak. They said no one was available here, and we're hoping someone from OPSU will be able to speak to. And we will be speaking to students this morning, too, those who are affected.
Yeah. All right. Let us know. As always, we just want to talk about everything you want to talk about this morning. It is 6:01.